I've got some gorgeous aidas going into the shop. So I thought I would quickly take you through the new additions that we have for July and how the dye took to the various counts in each color family and give you the names of each so that you've got a better idea of what we've got on the website, since it's really hard for us to show you the gorgeous modeling that happens on these fabrics on that tiny little picture on the website. So I have got 3 different color families for neutrals, for really, really clean neutrals, you know, that would be good pretty much for anything to stitch on. So this first one here is more of an off-white, lighter color neutral with a gorgeous modeling on it. And that modeling is going to be varied throughout the piece, throughout the cut. This is, I've got this in, so this is how it looks in a 14 count. Some of it's a little more subtle. This is our 16 count. And there's the 18 count. So this is July 22A. So we're going to be labeling the linens with numbers, and the aida will be numbered with, letters. They'll be numbered with letters. So July 22A is this particular batch of neutrals. It's the lightest ones that we have with that kind of dirty brown modeling on it. It's more of a white ecru than a brown. Does that make sense? I think it does. So let me show you in comparison. I'm going to keep this top piece up and bring you the first piece of the next color family. So this is July 22B. So you can see the difference there. It's a little bit more of a, it's got more of a pink brown tone to it. There's the first one for comparison, which is definitely lighter color. So this is, again, July 22B. So let me switch out my stacks here. We have this in 14 count. Beautiful modeling on these. Gorgeous. 16 count. And 18 count. The 18 count is slightly lighter in tone overall. And the modeling is a little more subtle on the 18. Gorgeous. I'm going to jump ahead to piece D. So July 22D is a 1 yard piece of 16 count that kind of falls in between A and B. It's got a fair bit more modeling on it than the rest of A did, so that's why I've listed it out separately, because it was substantially more modeled. So you can see there. So that is piece D. July 22, D. Now backing up to C. Here's our C family. In comparison here's the 14 count of B. So you can see that this is going to be, B is a little bit creamier pink brown, and C is more of a taupe brown, tan brown. Look at that gorgeous modeling on there. So we have that in a 14 count. Now this is it's a gray modeling, whereas A was more of a brown modeling. This is more of a gray model. So 14 count, 16 count, 18 count, more subtle modeling again in the 18 count, and some of the gray has a slight, almost very, 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 the smallest hint of purple in the gray modeling in the 18 count. I don't really notice it in the 16 as much. Well, there's a little bit of green in that, so maybe more of a green cast in with the modeling on the 16 count. Gorgeous. It's always so fascinating to me how these different counts take the dye completely differently. It's a science that is quite tricky to figure out. Okay, now let's have some fun. We have 2 brights this month so far. So we have this absolutely gorgeous bright blue, bright teal blue. I've got it in all counts. I'm actually going high to low here. So this is the 18 count. And there's the 16 count. And there's the 14 count. So these ones are pretty consistent across the batch. And I have more than this, but they're in the pressing room at this time. So I've only got these 3 yards here to show you, but I do have a little bit more of than what I'm showing you in the stack here. So again, this is July 22 E is where you're going to find this one. And it's this bright, bright blue. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Both Hannah and I were, our eyes just popped wide open when we saw these 2 because they're fantastic. They're gorgeous. So that's our teal blue, and then we've got this beautiful purple pink, gorgeous. This is July 22 F, and again, 18 count, 16 count, 14 count. So yeah, like the other ones, and in fact, in the teal, it's the same. The 18 count is slightly lighter than the 16. It's a little more noticeable in the pink here, the purple pink. The 18 count is lighter than the 16 and the 14. And there's the 14 there again on the bottom. Isn't that gorgeous? That's so pretty. So this is July 22 F. So there you go. There you have it. If you have any questions about the Aida that we have listed in the shop, feel free to leave us a comment below or send us an email. You can email us at any time, caroline@evertote.ca or hannah@evertote.ca. And that's it for today's Aida update. Have a great day, everybody.